Welcome to the Wild Call Podcast, where we explore the great outdoors, one adventure at a time. I'm your host, Todd Butte. Alongside, we got Quentin Latchley and Bryce Richard. And today, we're shifting gears literally and diving into the world of ATV mud riding. Whether you're a seasoned mudslinger or just curious about what it takes to conquer the trails, we've got you covered. So grab your helmets, fire up your engines, and let's get into it. Well, fellas, today we're talking about something that I know Quinn's real passionate about. You know,
Yep.
there's nothing quite like the thrill of mud ride, right? The roar of the engine, the spray of the dirt, the challenging navigations through deep ruts, thick mud. It's an adrenaline rush like no other, man. But like mud riding isn't about just getting dirty, right? It's a full time outdoor adventure that brings people together, tests your skills, and gives you a whole new appreciation of the raw power of an ATV, right?
Oh,
Oh
Man,
yeah.
like I know me. Well, y'all both know I had that Arctic cat. What it was, 800? I don't even
I
remember.
think so. I think so.
Yeah.
It might have
It
been
was
a
an 800, I think.
yeah. I believe so.
I think it was a man. I had them 32.5 inch ditch, which is like I changed the oil in that thing, and I just put the bucket under it. It was sitting so high
Oh yeah,
with with the
5 gallon bucket.
with them speakers on it, man. That thing was nasty, bro. Like, I mean, it was and it wasn't, right? Because
Right. Yeah.
every time I take
We
that
thought
thing
it
out,
was
bro.
badass.
Yeah. That's our early days, right? Like,
Oh,
but
Yep.
but every time I take it out, something would break.
that's right.
All the time. Quinn can testify to that right now because he's
Oh yeah.
what you got a Honda what?
I got a 420 right now. Shit, I had a big Renegade 1000. Every time I took that thing out, it broke. Man, I like the Hondas. Honda's the way to go.
Oh yeah.
We done experienced it on his Arctic Cat. I bought me a big Renegade 6-inch live 35s. The thing broke every time I rode. I got that 420 still from 2008. That thing still trucking.
Oh
That's the
yeah.
thing, bro. Every time you go mud ride, bro, like especially if you got the upgraded gear, you got the upgraded shafts, you got the
Oh
big
yeah.
tires, big rims, man, you breaking something.
Oh
Oh
yeah, I break just about every goddamn time. But what I try to do at least, especially them weekend rides, I try to take it easy. You know that Friday night, maybe wait to cut up that Saturday night. But Bryce know last time we came, I don't got no chill. That
Nope.
first
yeah.
night
It's
I had a
full
broken
throttle.
axle in my
Oh
tire off the boot, and I went straight into the bounty hole. First thing we got there, it's just all about a good
Just
time, man. I
broken.
don't
That's
like
right.
babying my bike. That's one thing.
that's right.
That's that's some money though.
Oh yeah, it's some money, but
It's
man,
some
it's a
money
good
pit.
time.
It is, man. Like I remember around quarter homes, man. When I had the little order cat, right? They'd be like, meet up, we're gonna ride, bro. There would be shit, 20, 30 people, man.
Oh yeah.
At least
ATVs, man, side by sides. Like I seen
we
a three
still
wheel out there one time.
we still do that every once in a while, but man, them cops got bad on us.
Oh,
Cops
bro,
got bad.
that,
That's why most of the time I just trailer my bike to the parks, and I got too much money in my bikes to go let a cop impound it. I ain't
them damn, them damn cows. The reason why me and your mama flipped in that cooler,
Mm-hmm.
man. Man, we was riding all day, man. Like probably from I don't know noon. We was coming out of Portage, man. Me, T-Boo.
I was with you on the 300 whenever that cop pulled up on us in front of
Yeah,
Fort
you
Dodge.
was there. Who else was there? Bobby,
Bobby was on that little Yamaha,
Bodie.
that little race bike.
Yeah, man, that was like five of us, and the cop try to block us off at the end of Portage. But look, everybody went a different way. Boom, boom, boom,
Got it
boom,
like
boom,
some
boom, boom.
roaches.
Hey, I went across the street. I jumped in them trails, took off. We was gone. Well, we all met back up, kept riding. There was a bunch of us. Well, it was probably 10 o'clock that night. Me and your mama coming up to Harry's through the back way, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
we going. We coming through the headland, bro. We going. I was like, shit. Cops and Harry. That that motherfucker knows my bike. I
Mm-hmm.
can't go. So I put that thing in reverse. I start going back. Your mama said, ditch, 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 poop. Bam. Hey, it was probably about a 6 foot drop, about a
Oh
full of
yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Man, we fell all the way in that ditch. After that, your mama didn't want to ride with me no more.
Oh yeah, it's crazy how
I
Man,
don't
times
blame you.
change though, especially like by the house where we all used to ride. Man, like you, that bike you had was the biggest around.
Oh yeah. At
Now
yeah,
that
my
time.
420s, my 420s sitting on tires bigger than yours. They got bikes around here riding
that's what I'm
around on
saying.
40s. I mean,
That
it's
thing,
ridiculous.
if you put that order cat against anything now, man, that thing's small.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Two times.
small.
That thing's small.
Yeah. Yep.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I used to like enjoy that shit. Like even if I was just by myself or would just go on ride, bro. Like I take that thing to Harry's just to go to the store to get me some cigarette.
Yep.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, you
There
know,
was
just
there was one time whenever I first moved back over here, that 420 was my only means of transportation.
Mm-hmm.
I'd take off from Bryce's in the morning whenever they go to work or something. I'd mob that thing all the way to Full. Go meet
oh
Bailey
yeah.
over there. She go to
But
work. I hop on that thing 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm coming back to go to home.
that was the
I
thing
mean,
about the
I
that's the nice thing about the country, right? Like I live in Houston now, boy. I try to get on the phone right now, but
Oh yeah.
ain't nothing
Not even
ain't,
there.
ain't nothing but concrete and pavement, right?
oh
And
yeah,
That's it.
asphalt. Out there in the country, bro, I can get anywhere. Man, I can get to my mama house on Belterre
That's
and
right.
and maybe hit the pavement twice. You
oh
Yep.
know,
yeah,
and that's just to cross it.
For sure.
You know,
yeah. And even where Bryce is at, Bryce is
Yep.
kind of in the town now. But whenever I lived right there across the street,
Yeah.
I rode that 420 over there. Plenty
Yep.
of
Plenty
times.
of times. Plenty.
Dakota Homes all the way right there
oh
to
yeah.
Symbols.
That's saying you can still hit the side streets and hit them cane fields right there by
Oh
St.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
John. Hit them cane fields, but you can get all the way over there.
Yep. In a matter of minutes too.
Hmm.
Yep.
And
Straight shot.
yep, that's what I miss about the country.
Oh yeah, it's fun, bro.
That's what I miss about it. Like I can't get me a four wheel over here and go ride, bro.
Oh
I'd have the
no.
fucking cops on me so quick.
Yep.
The only thing is you got extreme ATV park ain't too far from you.
Yeah, I know it. I know
Yep.
it. I
I
was
need to go over there, man. I didn't heard a lot about that
that's
park. I
over
ain't
there
got
in
to hit it yet.
that's over there in East Texas, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a little southeast of you, I think.
I got that somewhere right here.
And Sabine ain't. It's a little north of you,
A
but
little
Sabine
north of
ain't
me.
too
Yeah,
bad either. That's a
it's
fun park,
northeast of
man.
me.
Sabine's a fun park.
I got that right here. What is called? Look,
Extreme.
some most famous Mud Creek in Texas, River Run ATV in East Texas.
Yeah, I heard of River Run too.
Yeah, that's the two I got wrote down.
And you got Sabine in East Texas too. That's the one
Yeah,
we go to a lot. Sabine,
yeah.
Sabine's real fun,
I
man.
ain't
But
never.
Sabine's getting big. It have
Mhm.
always got a bunch of people over there.
Yep.
But I remember. I'm not gonna say no name, but one of our partners called me one night. He was at the what's that mud fest they got over there?
Where at in Colfax,
Colfax. He was at Colfax.
Louisiana Mud Fest. I went
Yeah,
last year.
he was he was over there, and man, this was like a Saturday. He called me. It's kind of messed up, but he was like, "Man, what you doing? I need a ride. Can you come pick me up at Colfax?" I was like, "Man, what?" I said, "What the fuck going on, bro?" He was mad. He was like, "My motherfucking aunt done went tell on me." He went tell my fiance I was fucking around. He said, "I really wasn't though." He said, "I really wasn't, but that bitch would tell on me." He said, "I just need a ride to get the fuck from out of here."
Yeah, yeah, Colfax, man. Colfax is fun too. It's more of a smaller park, like a day park. I remember first time or no, it was the second time I went over there. We went over there and I had brought a tent out. We was tenting. It was for the Zydeco Mud Fest. We went out there, man, and I come out, and I thought I was ready too. All I had was a tent. I ain't had no blanket. I ain't had no pillow. I had a tent and beer.
That's all you need. Good
Man, we
luck.
went all day with that Friday. Look, we drank, had a good old time. Well, Chris Ardoin was playing,
Oh, nice.
so we all having a good time. We go to take a shower. The shower's right behind the stage. And man, I remember the showers stop about knee high. It's a bunch of stalls. They stop about knee high. And we sitting in the shower, me and one of my buddies, we sitting there, and all you hear boom, 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 some
Just
gunshots.
start
Hey,
shooting.
we both, me and my buddy, both hit the ground. We both look at each other, butt ass naked. Man, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. We take off. Sure enough, they started shooting in the crowd. Somebody shot
I
Chris
remember
Hardaway in
that.
his arm.
Yeah, that's when they shot. Yeah, that's when they shot Chris
They
Underwood. Yeah.
evacuated the park the next day. The next day they come
Yep.
evacuate the park and everything. So,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
but
Crazy.
Colfax is one of them smaller parks. You go over there. It's a nice for a day ride. We went not too long ago
People,
for a little day
man,
ride.
people just
But
crazy these days, bro. They don't like to throw them fists, bro. Like
That's it.
they
nope.
quick to grab that pow, bro. Like, man, look, let's go toe to toe. You
Yep.
whoop my ass, I whoop your ass. We'll go get a beer after. Fuck it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I
Chicken.
mean?
That's
Yeah,
why
these
I try to stay
motherfuckers.
away from them big events and stuff. Like they got Mud Internationals coming up at Sabine in March. Well, instead of going over there that same weekend, I went ahead and booked a spot. As a matter of fact, I booked it today. I booked a spot in at Tower Track. I know there ain't
Yeah.
gonna be no
For a
big
different
crowd
part.
over there. They
Uh-huh.
got everybody's gonna go
Yep,
to Mud Internationals. They ain't.
Yep.
yep. Hey, let's talk about your gear and your preparation real quick. Something that somebody ain't never done it before, like
Man, I say
basic gear they need, right? Like
waiters,
let's start
waiters.
off. Let's start off with the bike, right? Like there's all kind of models out there, man.
Oh
So
yeah,
like you like choose something that's gonna fit your skill level, man. Don't try to go all big and out, man, from the beginning, right? Like
you
and
can't
and
go
it,
wrong with a Honda.
and it always bigger ain't always better,
Nope,
right? I learned
nope.
I learned I learned that with that order cat. Every time I took it
Yeah,
out, I broke
I
a boot
learned
or
that.
something.
I learned that with that Renegade I had, man. I got that the first day I got it hung up in a hole, and I tried to work it. I couldn't move that bike. I could.
Yep.
One
Oh,
thing, you got your little
it
Honda or
is heavy.
something.
They're
They
heavy.
lighter, they
And
lighter.
then
You
it
can get
took
all pull on the
3
racks. You
bites
can
to
mess
pull
it
it back.
around. Yeah, it took 3 bikes to get that bike out. I broke the drive shaft. I mean, all kinds of shit. It's just too much
Yeah,
power. You don't need all that.
it's too much
You
power.
don't need all that crazy
Exactly.
stuff.
Exactly. You not racing, man. You mud riding. Eh,
That's right.
You
Yeah.
need lower torque rather than high gears.
That's right.
And don't get me wrong, man. And some of them renegades, they fun. But that's some money right there. That's money.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah. You
That's
gotta have the
money. Like
credit.
on my Honda, the worst thing that I could go and happen is I might blow a diff. That's $400, and I did that last ride. Matter of fact, four hundred
Mhm.
dollars.
Mhm.
In that same ride, I blew a diff on that Renegade, and that Renegade was $3,000.
Oh yeah, easy,
I
easy.
mean, it's you do what you take, and then
But
there's also people over here that build them big old bikes, and they won't even hit no mud. They just go out there, have
That's
a
right.
good time, drink their
okay,
trail sodas. It's
yep.
Yep.
whatever you want
Just
to
look
do.
good, take a picture of me, and hey,
Yeah,
we're good.
it's whatever
That's
you
right.
want to do. It's like out there, man. You go out in them woods, and it's a big old party the whole weekend. That's all everybody does, man. It's a good old time. You don't need all that crazy shit. It's
Let's talk about gear, man. Like gloves, like goggles, do you use goggles or sunglasses? All right, like you said, waiters.
yeah, waiters is
That's
a
the
big
number
thing.
one must. That's the number
Yeah,
one must.
waiters is a big thing, especially if you gonna hit some mud, cause man, you ride sun up to sundown. Well, sundown to sun up most of the time. I mean, it's you ride and you go get
Yep.
wet, and sun might drop. It gets a little chilly. Then you cold. You got that mud, especially like me. See, I got some hairy legs, so that mud dry up on my legs. They should start peeling, man. It just ain't that fun. You throw
It,
you on some
that
waders,
Yep.
shit hurts.
you good. You good.
And when that mud dry them hairy leg, boy, that shit
Oh
hurts.
man, it's rough.
Oh yeah.
It's
When you
rough.
try
I'm
to pull
telling
it
you.
off,
Worse than
ain't-
wax.
oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah. And as far
Good.
as like goggles and glasses and stuff, man, I don't normally have none, but I know for sure, like at Sabine is one place that every time I went, I always forgot them, but I always wished I had some glasses, goggles, something. Because the main trails, the
Oh yeah.
dust flying everywhere. It's
That's the thing.
goggles or glasses would be
Even if
nice.
even if you just got a set of safety glasses, right?
Hmm.
Just to keep that mud and, like you said, the dust out your eyes.
The dust would get bad.
And your ATV. That's the main part of riding, right? You just need to
Yeah.
make sure you keep it in top condition. I'm sure I'm sure you can talk about it. You always
Oh
every
yeah.
time I go, you working on that fucking bike.
Every time, and there's certain different things for like if you're gonna run big tires, recommend gear reduction at minimum. Clutches help too, upgrade your clutches. All of that is it's just all how how what you like, what you want to do. See, like my bike was straight axle at one time. I didn't really like that. I went and put the independent rear suspension on it
Yep.
to where I got more clearance, and you might not need that if you just gonna be puddle jumping and stuff, but I hit everything I see, so I try to get my bike as
I know because by the time you hit it, you're drunk.
yeah, all off of them trail sodas. But
Man,
it all depends on what you want to do. But if you gonna go put big tires on it, you gonna have to put some work into that motor, because if not, you're gonna mess it up. I've been running
oh
this
yeah,
same motor and this bike since 2008. My grandpa bought the bike brand new, and I've been
I
dogging it
remember.
ever since. I've
I
been dogging
remember
that
when it
bike
bought,
ever
it was
since. And
hit it by
I
2008. I was 2000.
yeah,
Ain't that a 2009?
2008. It's a 2008.
2008.
I
Off the
remember
show
when he bought it.
floor.
Whenever whenever he bought it, me and your mama just got together. Matter of fact, we was living in
Yep,
that trailer. We was living in that trailer over there on Coda Homes Highway when
yep.
he bought it. I thought it was more
Been
like
dogging
2000.
that bike. That bike done went through hell, and it's you just
No.
keep up with your maintenance. I
Oh, I
try
know.
to I try to
And
change
then,
my oil in it
and then
every other time. If not every ride, because I ride hard. That's me. I ride hard. I'm 9 times out of
yeah,
10. I'm in a
I know.
mud hole, full throttle,
I
just
know. Trust me,
giving
because
that bike hell.
that's what y'all did to my Arctic cat.
No
That's why.
way.
I wasn't driving that one. I
No
wasn't
way.
driving that one.
We didn't even hit a mud hole in the Arctic Cat.
Though it did. All he did was
Yeah,
hit a fucking cypress knee.
That's
Cypress knee.
it. We didn't even get to hit a hole.
Well, I ain't never forget that, bro. I said I was on show with no phone service, and I get a Facebook message talking about you riding. I was like, no, man, I'm on shore. Like, well, your bike is,
Yeah,
And it was us.
yeah.
boy, 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 boy. I called your mom and your mother-in-law, bro. I was like, what the? Because back then, like, you had to go to literally a phone booth in there and dial a couple numbers and call back. I was like, what's my bike? And hey, she lied to me too at first. She lied to me. She said, no, ain't your bike's parked underneath the, which it probably was because y'all probably made it back already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we had
yeah.
to we had to get pulled back.
Hey, hey,
No, we ran it all the way back home.
Did we?
hey,
Yeah, on a flat.
No, you and Gavin left me because I was riding with Terrence at the time. Whenever it happened.
Me and Gavin rode the bike back. We didn't
Yeah,
really
you and
ride
Gavin took
all of
off
us
on the
back.
bike.
I think Terrence, it was either Terrence or Monroe that fucking messaged me.
Probably Monroe because I was with Terrence. I was on Terrence's bike.
But yeah,
But
but
by that point, my 300 was broken. I broke both the
me,
drive shafts on my
me and
300.
Terrence, me and Terrence was a lot tighter than you and Terrence was. So it was either him or Monroe that told me. But anyway, boy, hey, like I told y'all, after that, every time I went out show, my keys came with me.
Mhm.
Like, oh yeah,
We didn't want
Jillian.
to ride it no more after that anyway. We
I
didn't
was
move
like, yeah, Jillian.
it.
They can go right. Where's the key? Oh shit, man! I think I left it in my pocket.
Yeah. I might have to start doing that soon. Cause them boys I bought them boys their own bike, but
Yep. Yeah, we
Yep.
got back into those no
they
way.
want the big bike. Oh, you damn right. Matter of fact, I ain't going back home until you all show.
Guess where
Be
them
like,
keys are going?
Yep, that's what it feels bro.
I know how to hot water a bike.
Yeah,
It's
we know how
easy.
to fucking bypass that shit.
That's
That's
easy.
easy. That's easy.
Oh yeah, Quinn will get back. Three three boots shot in a flat tire.
We gotta
Hey, it
put
ain't
it. We
hard
gotta
to
put
make
the
that
bike
bike
back together
unmovable.
first.
Yeah, it's not
Man,
hard
Yeah.
to
so
make that bike unmovable.
how much how much more work you got to do on your 420?
Oh, not nothing. I just got all my parts back from powder coat. I'm gonna throw it back on there. Probably I'm gonna try to finish it tomorrow. I got a brand new rear diff going on there. Couple of other things.
I
Should be
know
ready by the end of the week.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if everything goes as
I know
planned.
you had sent me this one part of the frame, brother. That shit nice.
Yeah,
You
it look
go
good.
you said you going purple and black, huh?
Purple and black. Purple and
Yeah,
black.
that shit gonna be nice.
Yeah, I just want to get my ball joints pressed into my front A arms today, so they are ready to go back together.
Yeah. Man, that's little Drew doing that?
Lil Drew built my rear end.
Yeah.
I got that powder coated with a guy in Lake Charles, Dre, with Premier powder coating.
Yeah.
Man, he coat us around here. I tell you that much. But yeah,
Nice.
Lil Drew, he built all my rear end. He did. And I got a
I see,
whole
man.
Rubicon 500 swap on my rear end. So
He got
my
a he got him a nice little shop, man. He got machine and everything in
oh
there.
yeah, like he figured out my 2008 420 got a whole Rubicon 500 rear end, rear diff, axles, shocks, drive shaft, all on a
Nice.
custom frame, custom arms,
Shit.
everything. And that's what
Better
saved
than
me
that.
too, because if I'd have went with the regular 420 stuff, whenever I blew my diff, I wouldn't have been able to find one. It was in so much back order, I wouldn't have been able to get one. But
Yeah.
since I changed to all the new stuff, I was able to order it like it was nothing.
That was the problem I had with that order cat, man. Is whenever
Couldn't
I
find shit.
fuck up a boot, I'd have to drive to Baton Rouge
Mm-hmm.
to get a new boot or anything, right?
Yeah,
Because that was the closest order cat dealer, you know.
yeah,
That's crazy.
To that and then that was back in the day where online wasn't really online, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
But
nowadays you
yeah.
can ship anything to the
shit,
fucking doorstep.
anything, anywhere, bro. You can find, man. You can find a fingernail from
That's
fucking
right.
Queen Elizabeth if you wanted, and it will ship it to you.
That's right, for
You know
sure.
what I mean?
Yep. Oh yeah. We'll expedite that motherfucker for extra $50, you know?
Extra
Yeah,
50.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for real. So, man, let's talk about like finding the right spot, right? Like, not all trails are created equal, man, and finding the right spot can make it or break it for mud riding experience, man. Like designated ATV parks or off-road trails that allow mud ride, man. There's areas usually well maintained and off of a variety of terrain, like you said,
Yeah.
mud tracks, Sabine, all this good stuff, man. Like, so let's talk about like how do you scout or how do you which I know how we did it, but like the main thing is like private land, right?
Yeah.
If you're on private land, man, just make sure that owner is good with you ride. Even if you ain't cutting up, man, you might have to pass through his land just to get to the next spot. Like, right?
Yeah.
Y'all
And
remember who that
one
was that
big
you?
thing,
Was that you
one
with me
big,
whenever we got shot at over there?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, right down the
Right,
road.
right in the back
Yeah,
by chipping
yeah,
them.
yeah. We got shot at, man. Like just this guy just didn't. He just didn't know. Like his son gave us permission, but he
Mhm.
didn't know it. He woke
Yeah.
up and like we was right there, and he didn't shoot at us, but he shot towards us.
Mm-hmm.
Man, hey, brought back some memories and scared the fuck out of me.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
But
but
now they got a good app called OnX Off Road, man, and it tells you everything you need to know.
that's right.
And
what is
it
called?
tells you everything.
On X
OnX
off
Off
road.
Road.
One
This
at a
ain't a
time.
sponsorship either. This is
What is it called
It's just
again?
me
What?
saying it's a good wreck.
Yeah,
On
both
X
said it
off road.
on X off road. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
okay,
it tells you everything down to, I mean, who got the land, what's public, what's private, what the terrain looks like. I mean, it gives you everything.
nice, nice. That's the first time I ever hear about that one.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because I
it's
mean,
a
but
good app. It's good for anything. Hunters, it's good for riders. I mean,
Yep.
anything. Anything.
I said back then, like, what should I say back then, man? What 10 years ago, where we all rode around. There was a bunch of state land that we rode on, but when we went on somebody's land, like they knew us, so they didn't
That's
they
right.
Hmm.
didn't
Yeah.
bitch at us, you know. Like,
Yep.
but we also respected it, right? You
Correct.
don't go on somebody's private land and cut up and make ruts and all this and that, right? If you go ride on somebody's private land, make sure they're good with you riding on it, and make sure you know your limits
That's
Yep.
right. Yep.
according to the owner.
Mm-hmm.
And
You
that's
know,
one thing, especially nowadays, man, around here, just about everything's fucking private. That's
oh
why
yeah,
most of the time I load my bike up and I go, to a park or something like that. Most of the parks I find and I know the whereabouts on YouTube. Watch
Yep.
yeah,
YouTube videos,
yeah.
it'll show you everywhere you want to go. But around here, man, is and then everybody has loud ass exhaust. That's you riding
Mm-hmm.
late, coming
Late,
across
yeah,
somebody's house and you rattling pictures off of their wall. Man, they gonna call the cops
Yep.
on you. That's why my
yeah.
bike stock
Of course.
exhaust. I
Yep.
just
But
I try to stay
everybody
under the radar.
everybody wants the loudest, right?
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
for sure.
They want to be the loudest and the baddest.
Yep.
I mean that's how it used to be, right? Like
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm still in.
my Arctic cat wasn't the loudest, but back then it was one of the baddest
Oh
until
yeah.
I until I broke that fucking boot, bro.
Yeah,
I
it
I
was the
ain't had
baddest back then.
I ain't had 4-wheel drive. I had 3-wheel drive because that one boot. But like I don't know what it was. I changed the boot out and it still didn't. Like
It would
I don't
just
know.
lock up. I don't know
Yeah,
what it was.
I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know what was it, but it was an Arctic cat. You know.
Yep. Yep. For
Yeah,
sure.
already crap.
Now hey, snorkeling, man. Snorkeling. I know you got your 420 snorkel. You
Yeah, I
want to
got
talk
my
about
420.
like the reason why they snorkeling and how you snorkeling and that
See,
the advantages of
I snorkeled mine because whenever I really started riding it, I sunk it in a pond. Bryce was there with me that night. I
Mm-hmm.
sunk it in a pond, and that's what kind of brought me to it. And I changed out the oil, got the motor all good. And what it is you got your air box that needs air to breathe. So obviously, if you put that air box under the water like that, it's gonna suck in water instead of air.
yeah.
So
I know
what
from
what
experience.
what I did, I ran a PVC pipe from that opening on the air box and put it about 5.5 foot off the ground.
Yep.
So I mean, I got plenty of room. I could go all the way down there, 5 foot
And
under the water, and that bike's still gonna run.
the
Oh yeah.
reason behind, like, explain the reason behind snorkeling. I mean, I know you touched on it a little bit, but like that, like you said, the air box sucks in air to the engine,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
it
It
needs
cools it,
air.
right?
Your engine always needs air. Any vehicle, your car, everything you got, they all got air boxes. Your engine needs air to run. It needs air to operate. And if you get water in there, you could lock up your pistons. There's just multiple things that can go wrong. Your whole top end could go to shit. So, I mean, you don't want that to happen. And that's why, if I recommend, if anybody does, if they don't got their stuff smart, snorkel, and it goes on the water and it kills on them, don't try to start the bike because there's a way to
No,
save them. Don't try to start the bike. You could pull it back to the house, pull it back wherever you gotta go, and drain that oil. When that
draining
oil
every
comes out, it probably look like milk. That means you got water in your oil. That
start
don't
draining everything.
you drain it. I mean, some people leave their plug out and run diesel through it to clean it. I mean, I
I've done
normally
that.
just throw like a
Yep.
gallon of oil running through there, switch it around, clean it
Mm-hmm.
up real good, and it's good. I sunk that 420
Three or
handful of
four
times,
times.
and,
Yeah.
and it don't smoke it nothing.
Yep.
That whatever I flipped that order cat, that was one of the first things that I did was run diesel through it. Not
Mm-hmm.
like diesel. And then I still had to change that oil. I think it was 4 times before it finally
Mm-hmm.
came clear. It wasn't milky.
Yeah,
Yep.
you
It's
sit
just
there and change it, man. It's gonna pay off in the long run before you
oh yeah,
you coming down looking like the mosquito man. I mean,
yeah.
That's
if y'all
right.
ain't from Louisiana, y'all don't know
You
what the
remember
skeeter
my old
man is, but
350?
y'all gonna come through looking like the skeeter man.
That was me.
Yep. I hated to
Man,
be behind him.
I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
I remember you had them two little 350s, bro. Them things, the little
Man.
things was fun, bro. Like, hey, we go down and visit you, and that's all I wanted to do was go across the street in the woods and
That's
just have
it.
a 350 out.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
That
all
look,
we was doing.
that look,
Those were some little terrorized bikes. Those you
yeah,
just get
Oh
on and
yeah.
fuck up.
Some
and have
cinders.
fun,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
The little two-wheel
Some cheap
drive,
little
that thing
cinders.
was that thing stayed throttled out more than it idled for sure. Oh yeah.
Oh
Actually,
man,
down Banker, that thing would
Hmm.
20
Oh
minutes
yeah.
straight, all the way from Lake Fossey
Maxed
Point
out.
back to the house.
oh yeah,
Took the little fucking slide on exhaust off the 300.
Yep. I took the little, what it was, a little FMF.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I don't know what the fuck it was.
It
That
was,
old
I think it was
300
an
I had
HMF
sitting
or
right there.
something. It sounded,
Seth
it
got that
sounded pretty
300
good.
now.
Yep, sure did.
Held on with some tie straps.
that's them fun days though, right?
Oh yeah, that was so
Right.
fun. Yep.
Hey, riding techniques, right? Look, you get into the nitty gritty riding techniques, man. Mud riding is tricky, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Hey, my phone's on 2%.
well, you better find a fucking charger. Hey, look, I'm a pause it real quick, all right?
All right.
All right, we back, man. We had a few things to go take care of. You know, me, of course, I've been drinking. I had to go piss. Quinn had to grab another beer, and Bright just had to deal with the kids.
That's right.
So, so let's get back to it, man. Technique, man. Oh, that's not Miss Faye. It's for Beanie Weenie.
Beaner Wiener.
So, so we're talking about technique, right? Like you don't want to hit a hole and just gun it, right? You want to maintain your speed, man. Rock back and forth. Find out where you can grip and go, right? Quinn,
Yeah.
you the most experienced
You,
for all of us, man. You want to tell us about it?
yeah, normally, whenever I go into a hole, most of the time I don't check it, especially if I done had a couple of them trail shoulders. I go into it real easy, and if I end up do bottoming out, yeah, you go from side to side. You grab wherever you can. Normally it's your rack, or some people they'll have that rope in the middle of their bars to pull on, pull strap. Just you're gonna try to find a bottom somewhere. And I always like to keep
Yeah,
my tire speed slow, slow tire speed. If you got
that's
them
it.
tires just spinning like crazy, you
You
gonna nip away at all the hard bottom you got, and there ain't gonna be none. I like your
that's it.
slow tire
That's
speed.
it.
Now, me,
That's it.
whenever I get stuck and I know I'm not coming out, that's whenever I just romp on it till somebody comes with a strap, and then that's when I break something most of the time.
And
But
and that's the thing though. Like you get on it and you just hit it hard, man. That's all you're doing is building another rut.
yeah,
You eventually go build a rut so big that you can just go settle your frame and you ain't
mm-hmm.
gripping
Yep.
You ain't gonna get
Sometimes if you're
nothing.
deep enough in water, you'll get lucky and they'll push
and
you.
float. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
But most
but
of the
floating
time you
ain't
just
never
sink.
good, man. I try my best not to float. And,
Yep.
No, you're right, but sometimes you might get lucky to
yeah,
get you out of situation.
and that's the thing, like we were talking about earlier. That was better about a lighter bike. Like with that big Can-Am I had,
Yep.
man, I couldn't work that
Couldn't
bike. Whenever
work it.
that bike got stuck, that bike was stuck, and it
Oh,
wouldn't it wasn't going nowhere.
Yep.
With
that's
my
right.
with my 420, man, I could move it around. I could,
Mhm.
trying to find a spot where I'm gonna catch some grip at, and
You
Try to get up.
always you always carry your strap with you.
Always. I'm gonna put a winch on it where I can finally start riding by myself. Cause
I was
man,
about to ask you
I
the
don't,
same thing about a
I,
winch.
I haven't had a winch, and I really, I don't trust myself riding by myself because I can't
Yeah.
casually ride. If I see
Nah,
mud, I'm going in it.
ain't none
It's
of us can.
there's no ifs ands or buts about it. So I don't want to get stuck by myself in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
9 times out of 10, the places we ride around here ain't got service. It ain't.
No,
It's
Yep.
so
no. Exactly.
a winch come in handy if you really
Yeah,
gonna
I know.
ride.
I know the AutoCAD came with a winch. It was stock on there, right, man? That winch got me out some binds because you normally you ride in the woods, so you got a tree somewhere close to you, right?
Oh
Right.
yeah,
So you just wrap that winch around that tree, man. It just look real slow.
oh yeah.
Yep.
Pull pull yourself out, man. A winch is always nice.
Yeah, and then there's certain times where you might not have a tree. You know, there's gonna be a way to get it out. I remember one time we went down to the pipeline over here. Me and a couple of my buddies. It was three of us. I was on my big Renegade. Had a buddy with him. He had a big Renegade, and then we had one homeboy. He was on a stock 300, and my other buddy hit a hole. And I mean, as soon as he went in it, it was instant regret. He wasn't going nowhere. So I went to pull him out because there wasn't nothing around us to try to winch to. I went to try to pull him out. Well, he was so much in a bind, I ended up blowing both the head gaskets on my bike. So I wasn't going nowhere. So all we had was this little 300. And how we got this Renegade out was we had the 300 pinned out and we would pick up the back rack and slam it onto the ground. So whenever we'd slam it, it would fight a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I mean, we inched it out like that. It's literally just picking it up. Boom,
It was
boom.
just so the back
Hey,
tires could grab
it was about
something.
a 30-minute process. By the time we got it out, everybody was slap or out. It was hell.
Bring me,
Right?
remember you? What about that time we had to get about a over 100 foot of rope to pull Blaze out
And
across
stop
the
the
baton?
road.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey, we had to
Yep.
stop the road right there in front of Portage. Bryce was like going straight towards Portage. We stopped Quarter Homes Highway to pull him out.
I was smoking the tires and everything. Oh yeah.
Broke it.
I cracked my frame trying to get him out before Bryce came.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. He was
Oh
stuck,
yeah.
stuck.
Yeah, he
Yep.
was stuck.
That's
I
right
told him
across
not to
from
hit it.
Portage
I told him not to
in the
mess with it.
big ditch.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
just
I know
went
you're talking
straight
about.
through the middle. He went straight
Yep.
through the middle.
Me and my
He
lady
thought he
Flip
had it
coming out
out.
that ditch one
Yeah.
time. One of the first times she ever
Looks at
come
the
ride with me. With
yeah,
Flip
looks at the
coming out that
sea.
ditch.
I know, yeah, I know that ditch y'all talking about.
Yeah, it ain't nothing to play with.
That AutoCAD had it, but it didn't have that coolie over there by Harry's.
It don't have it. I
No.
guarantee you that all they cat don't have it now.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Oh
What they been riding with back there? No, not even
man,
close.
40s plus.
Oh yeah, nothing
It's a
small.
must.
Yeah, I
No.
know it. I know it, man. Like that them bikes in them side by sides, bro, have been getting ridiculous, man.
Oh,
Sure.
dude.
It's
Lil
ridiculous what
Drew
it's
building some
ridiculous what they got
crazy
now.
ass bikes, man.
I
Lil
know.
Drew.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying,
crazy.
man. I seen he got a whole machine and everything over there now.
Oh man, he's
Oh
getting
man,
ripped for sure.
he doing it.
Like ain't he building them cats dips and everything?
Oh, he's building
Nah,
anything.
he's
I think he's
building portal
building
brackets for Hondas. There's something that I
quarterbacks.
want to say Super ATV just came out with something, and he's been doing this for years
For
now.
years, yeah,
But
yeah,
Yeah.
because you know they don't make portals for Hondas, so you got to
yeah,
make a bracket
yeah,
to put them on, and he figured it out before anybody else.
Yeah.
And I mean, just about any Honda you see on TikTok, this, that, the other with portals, you look right there, is gonna see that DF, that
yep,
LDF, little Drew
yep.
Fat.
Lil Drew Fab, yep.
Yeah.
That's
That's
right.
all I see over TikTok.
We should have
Oh yeah,
we should have seen if he could have got on this with us.
That
oh
would be.
yeah, he would have.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm probably not because that motherfucker's so busy right now.
Yeah,
Go to
that's
his
all the
shop, he's
Jersey
running around that
people.
motherfucker like a chicken with his head cut off. Start handing you
Oh
a
no.
grinder and shit. Hey, grind this for me, grind this for me.
And that motherfucker ain't but that tall either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With his hair though.
have,
yeah. His hair brings him up a good 6 inches.
have the bikes he's building, man. He could probably walk right into them.
Oh, dude. I rode his bike. I rode his bike not too long ago, man. That's a bad motherfucker.
Is it what he got?
A 420 on
Yeah.
like 42s.
Damn.
8-inch portals, and he's got his suspension is completely stock dimensions. Like is his he built the A arms, but they're stock dimensions. And
Damn.
just got 8-inch portal with like 42s on it
That
right there.
motherfucker pretty smart with it, ain't
Hey,
Oh,
man. You sit there with him, you start talking numbers, this number, that. I mean, shoot, straight over my head. And tell you that much.
he? All right, man. Let's wrap it up, man. Let's before we finish it, man. Let's talk about stories from the trail, man. And I'll start it off. And we already talked about it, man. My most memorable one, right, is whenever me
Yeah.
and your mama flipped into that 6 foot fucking cooler because I because I didn't want to go by the cops.
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
there that motherfucker is. He knows me. I can't pull up to the bar. You know, we flipped, man. We flipped in the cooler. Luckily, none of us got trapped under the bike. I couldn't flip it back over. So me and your mama walked and your mother-in-law, we walked to Harry's soaking fucking wet, bro. Like just drenched. And Bodie was there.
Yeah,
So I got Bodie, man, and a couple of the boys are like,
Yeah, we pull up not long after.
yeah, I went to talk to Bodie. I was like, man, look, here's the situation. So, but man, and that's the thing about riding, right? Like, you got camaraderie.
oh yeah.
Like, we had a bunch of people pull up, bro. Like,
Oh,
and
it's a
then,
family for sure. They
bro,
they
like,
need
we jumped in that coolie, flipped the bike back over, pulled it out. We put it in behind Bodie's truck and brought it back home. And no, I lie. We didn't bring it back home that night.
it
We left.
stayed behind Harris
That's
for a
it.
while.
Yep, it
Yeah.
stayed behind Harry's, and me and your mama went back home, changed, went back to the bar, and that cop was like, "I see them green flashing lights. I know what that is." He's like, "I tried to stop you earlier." I was like, "Man, I don't know what you're talking about. That ain't my bike." Yeah. I'm like, I don't know. And he was a cool ass fucking cop, bro. But like, I don't know what you're talking about. That ain't my bike,
Yeah,
you know.
no.
Yeah.
And I think we would pick up the next day. I think we would pick it up. But after that, man, like I tried to ride it, but I ended up getting rid of it because it was just too much fucking headache. But
Oh,
what y'all got? What y'all got for your most oh yeah, y'all most famous ride, should I say?
Hold on. I'll dive in. It's not. It's a mud riding story. It's not mine, and it's not a fooler. Quinn knows exactly what I'm talking about.
jump into that one.
So it's the middle of a weekday. It's probably it's
Wednesday to be
Wednesday.
exact.
It's Wednesday morning at 3 a.m.
Damn.
I got my ringtone set as the quack, so it's quack 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 quack.
I already know. I know where you're going with it.
Hello, Bryce. You gotta come help me, Bryce. You gotta come help me. You have to come help me. You have to. I'm like, what? What the fuck happened? What's wrong? I sunk my truck in the basin. I sunk my truck in the basin. Oh my god. He's like, oh so like and then he might have had a few trail sodas on the way. So
I'm on my way
when
home
he
from
had his
work off sugar,
stages,
man.
he was like, so he went from mad to sad to happy. It was, man, fuck this truck. And then he was like, fuck, man, my truck. And he was like, fuck yeah, that was fun. So I pull up and the truck is ass in the water like this.
It was over the
So
tailgate.
Oh yeah. The tail,
Oh,
both of the tail
I
lights
remember
were under the
we
water.
went we went back that weekend and he showed me the water line. I was like, holy fuck.
So yep, basically the whole bed of the truck was in the water.
Oh yeah.
Uh, I tried yanking on him 20 times with my little Tacoma, couldn't pull him out. We had to wait about another hour for Austin to come with his Tacoma, his big jacked up, lifted on 37s. He finally pulled him out. When he got out, I opened the tailgate. When I say probably about 300 pounds of mud fell out of that thing. His
Hey,
back seats were soaking wet. The
when we
speaker
got
box was
there,
full of water.
when we got
And
there that weekend, he opened his back door. He still had mud in the back seat.
so he had an Armor All can in there too for the Armor All wipes.
Yeah.
He came
Full
to
of water.
pause to wash his truck. He opened the back door, still full to the top
Full of water.
of water. Straight basin water.
Hey, I'm surprised that truck's still rolling though, ain't it?
So
Oh yeah,
Bailey had to sit on the gas while
the
we
whole
was
time.
pulling on it. Them turbos,
So
he got
everything
twin turbos. Them turbos was
very
smoke
red.
red hot. Oh my god.
Very
Damn.
red.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
it was
red like the
bad.
little live button right there. Oh yeah,
It was
Damn.
bad.
Fuck
it
it. You
was.
got it out. You got it out and that thing's still running.
That's right. That was the most memorable mud event right there. Oh yeah, for sure.
Man, I can't even say it, bro. I got so many of them.
You got a lot.
I do it often, but some of my favorite times, not even just the event, my favorite time was whenever we first got really into it. And it was me, Bryce, Set, Blaze,
Oh
fucking,
yeah.
and
Oh,
man, our bikes wasn't big, our bikes wasn't crazy, and
was
we
the
would
we
be
had
out
some of the
all
shittiest bikes.
night just.
Just fun.
But man, I mean, we really all of us was on stock bikes with snorkels.
Yeah.
That was it. Stock bikes with snorkels, and I mean that was some of the best times ever.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah.
Right
Exactly. It's not about who got the biggest, baddest bike, right?
That's right.
I mean, at least for us, right? It's not
Yep,
who got
for
the
sure.
biggest, baddest bike. It's about having fun,
Oh
enjoying your
yeah.
time with friends and family,
Yep,
Now I
right?
can't say too much because I got a lot more into my bike than that bike worth.
correct.
Yeah, but you
But
Because I
still
it's too
love it.
sentimental to
It's
get rid
because
of.
that's what I love. That's what I like
saying,
to do.
and and, and
And
you
then my
still
bike
go out
ain't
there.
fucking huge. My bike ain't crazy. It's
You
just
still go out there.
I make it capable.
You still go out
My
there to
bike's
have fun.
capable. Oh yeah.
To have fun with friends and with friends, family, kids. You know, I know y'all bring the kids sometimes,
Oh
and
yeah.
and that's what it's about. It's not about I got the. I mean, which for some people it is, right? But
Oh
it's
yeah.
not. It's not always about
But
I got the biggest, baddest
most of the
motherfucker.
people you see riding around that want to have the biggest bike, they don't hit a fucking lick of mud.
That's
No,
right.
They don't
exactly.
really. I mean, it
They
might be
just
fun for them, but to me, that's not
they
fun.
out they
All
out
right.
there they out there for people to take pictures of them.
Yeah, to me, that's not fun. I mean, yeah,
No,
Bryce
it
told the
ain't.
story whenever I sent my fucking $40,000 truck into the basin. But like, if I got a like these side by sides and shit nowadays, 20, 30, 40 grand out
Easy.
the door. Like
Yeah,
I can't go just regular
that's
send that into
that,
mud. Like
that
I can't do that.
that's not
That's
with
why
no
my
tires or no
420 is the
nothing.
best.
Yeah, I know it. I
I
know it.
care about that bike. That bike's close to my heart, but I know whatever I put it through is gonna come out the other side.
It's gonna come out the other side. That's it.
Yep.
That's it. It might come out the other side broke, but it's coming
Yeah,
out.
Hey,
and
we'll
that's
fix it.
fine. You're just gonna go into the shop and then come out the shop better
That's
than it
right.
was. Just like last time I broke the diff. I
That's right.
said whenever it comes back
Rebuild
out,
the
it's gonna
whole.
be a whole new bike. It's coming back out with new shoes, bigger shoes, coming out with new paint. It's coming out, fresh diff.
Yep.
Yep.
And I ride it till it breaks and then make it
Yep.
bigger.
Build it again.
Yep. But look. Let's get let's get real. They some money pits, ain't they?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you
If
really
you wanna if you wanna really get into it, man, like you better be willing to
So,
dish the money out.
Oh
yep.
yeah. And see, I ain't got a lot of money to dish out. That's why I ride a Honda.
Yep.
It's like ride a Honda. Now I like them Can-Am. Man, that Can-Am I had was real fun. It was just a little bit too big. And a lot of the YouTubers and stuff I watch, they ride a bunch of Can-Ams, and they Can-Ams are fun. They fun, but you gotta have the money to be able to
Yep.
pay to
Yep.
fix it.
To do
That's
it.
that's the thing. I ain't
Exactly.
gonna dish on Can-Am. I'm gonna dish on Arctic Cat though. You can hear me do that,
I don't know why I got the
but
order. I got the
but I
order
ain't gonna
cap
dish
because
on Can-Am. They just expensive,
I
man.
got the order cap because it was on an even trade for something. I don't remember what I got it for. I don't remember what I traded it for, but it was an even trade. So I was like, shit, let's do it. You remember? I think Bryce, you came with me, didn't you? Or was it
I don't
Quinn?
remember.
No, I came with you. Wasn't that
You
Crotch
came with me.
Rocket?
No, I got the crotch rocket after the
That's what he got for
that's
that.
what I got for the Can-Am was the crotch rocket.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I traded for the no. I got a bonus or something from work, and I went and buy that order cap.
Must be nice.
I, I was working for Ag. No, it wasn't. No, I take it back. We're talking about it now. It was tax season,
That's right.
Ah,
and y'all and all y'all little motherfuckers that I was raising got me a order cap.
yeah. So you see, I ain't wrong for breaking it. It was half mine too.
Oh yeah, there we go.
No one, bitch.
It was
I paid
half
a lot.
mine too.
I paid a lot more for your ass throughout the year than what the fucking federal government give me. y'all better enjoy the fucking tax breaks for now, them kids.
Oh,
Because look,
yeah.
I ain't got none no more. My tax return is shit.
Yep, nothing.
Literally nothing.
Yep.
I'm surprised I ain't paying back. All
I
right, man. Look, let's finish this shit up, man. Let's just talk about for the first time guy, right? Look, start small, man. Like choose a beginner friendly trail and take it slow. And a bike, right? You don't need nothing fucking huge. You know, ride with experienced friends like Quinn, man. So somebody that does this shit all the time, man. They can offer you guidance and they can help you out when you get stuck, right? Practice, practice basic techniques. Learn how to handle your ATV in different conditions. You'll never be in the same scenario ever. Everything's different, man. Invest in good gear, man. Safety, comfort, whatever. Make sure you're comfortable, man. Like Quinn said, man, get you some waiters because you don't want to be a you don't
Stay
you don't
dry.
want to be at there. You don't want to be at there at like right now, right? It's 80 degrees in the day, 40 at night, right? You don't want to be out there during the day in shorts and then the sun go down is 30, 40 degrees and now
yeah.
you're cold, man. Get you some waiters, man. And look, have fun. Don't take it
It's
too
about it.
seriously. Mud riding is all about enjoying the ride, having fun, man, making friends, and just being out there in the fucking outdoors, right? It's fun, man. It's fun. Let's make sure that's the one thing, man. Make sure you have fun. Um, any anybody got anything to say before we close out?
I just got, like I said on the last one, y'all subscribe to my channel, 337 Mud Minutes. After y'all press the subscribe to the wild call, like I said earlier, we got a ride coming on mid-March. We're going to post a video. So if y'all want to see really how it do, then we're going to show you right there. And I mean, we all about having fun, but know your bike before you start getting too much into them trail shoulders. Because them trail shoulders is what's gonna hurt you. What's going you know, you're gonna get that whiskey throttle. You don't need that. So know your bike, know how to ride, know what to do, know how to limit yourself, and everything will be alright. Have fun.
Stay safe. Don't drink and drive.
Don't do that. You can drink some trail shoulders.
Yeah, that's
Not
it.
that other
Just
shit.
shoulders only.
Trail sodas is where it's at. I think I think that's what I've been drinking tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
yeah.
too.
Hey man, look, that's a wrap, man, for the next episode, man. ATV mud riding, it ain't just a hobby, man. It's a way to connect with nature, challenge yourself, create unforgettable memories. Whether you're a seasoned rider or a curious beginner, I hope this episode gave you some insight to this inspiration, man. Thanks for tuning in to the Wild Call.
Yes.
If you enjoyed this don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and as always, stay wild, stay curious, and we see you out there. Until next time, peace out.
Deuces.
Later.